Welcome to episode number 28 of my show. This is a special edition of my new political show, Brockton Votes 2025. This is Richard Ripley, aka the BATBUSGUY, and candidate for mayor of Brockton. I was not able to attend the recent mayoral debate sponsored by Samira Murillo of the Brockton Workers Alliance to talk to our city's youth. I believe that my opening and closing statements would have provided Brockton's youth with important information on how to avoid and end the staggering corruption that is Brockton government. Therefore, I will now give my opening and closing statements. I want to first thank Samira Murillo of the Brockton Workers Alliance for inviting me here today to talk to our city's youth. You are Brockton's future. I want to start by apologizing for my generation. We have left you a mountain of long-term debt, a troubled education system, a corrupt city government that treats the people with contempt, and a demoralized, crime-ridden city that developers avoid like the plague. But your generation can change that. Don't make the mistakes my generation made. We were weak and accepted that politicians lie, and that is just the way it is. While we went on with our daily lives and raised our families, our corrupt city leaders manipulated and schemed and seized control of our money, control of our city, and control of us. Do not let that happen to your generation. Get involved, ask questions, fight back, hold your elected leaders accountable, and please, I want to give you one critically important piece of advice. Never forget, the worst fear of a corrupt politician is an informed and educated electorate. They know that if you vote in large numbers, they will not get reelected. They want to keep you afraid to ask questions, and please forgive me for saying this, but they want to keep you stupid. They want to keep you in your place. So don't be afraid of them. Educate yourself about how Brockton government works and how it can help you and your family. Unfortunately, right now, we have a city council that is either a willing partner of the corrupt Mayor Sullivan or too weak and afraid to speak up and call out the corruption. Read the city charter. I strongly urge your generation to add an impeachment clause to the city charter stating a procedure for you, the people, to remove the mayor or any councilor for cause. Never forget, Brockton belongs to the people. And let me say very clearly, that corrupt politicians will never voluntarily give up their ill-gotten power. Therefore, you will have to reach out with both hands and grab it and take it back. Do not be afraid. Once they see your determination, they will crumble. Good luck. This would have been my closing statement to the Brockton's youth. I believe the single most important issue in our city is the physical safety of the people. I want to close by talking to your generation about the ongoing corruption in our city government that I fear is going to cost an innocent school kid or disabled senior their life. For 2.5 years, I have been fighting the administration concerning an illegal, dangerous, ongoing public safety threat on the BAT buses. The City of Brockton and BAT have investigated and confirmed this threat. Well over 100 Brocktonians have been victims. BAT has disciplined dozens of its drivers for aggressive, dangerous driving behavior endangering passenger safety. 2 disabled Brockton grandmothers have been seriously injured and hospitalized. A 71-year-old disabled senior was injured just 4 days ago. His blood was spilled on the BAT bus. These safety threats are becoming increasingly more serious, but the mayor and city councilors, including Moses Rodriguez and Jean Bradley Davenport, say it is either not the city's responsibility to inform the public or the city has more important things to worry about. They say it is BAT management's responsibility, but BAT refuses to issue a public statement. Therefore, I believe that the mayor and city council have a moral obligation to act responsibly and alert the public. This safety threat primarily affects our immigrant community, whose only crime is being low income and not being able to afford a car and have no choice but to ride the BAT to school and work and medical appointments. They are good people. It is wrong for our elected leaders to play politics with and gamble with and risk the lives of innocent kids and disabled seniors. Further, school starts in a few days. The Brockton School Committee and the superintendent are fully aware of the dangerous safety threat on BAT and that hundreds of Brockton High School and middle school students ride BAT buses to and from school every day. I have begged and pleaded with them to please act responsibly and alert the parents of this dangerous safety threat to their kids. But they all refuse. Jorge Vega, a school committee member, states in an email that the school committee cannot tell BAT how to operate their buses. I responded to Mr. Vega, I understand that, but you do have a responsibility to alert the parents and families of students about any known dangerous safety threats that the school committee is aware of that affects their kids' safety. Mr. Vega and the school committee still refuse to alert the parents. I asked Mr. Vega, what do you think will happen if a student is seriously injured on the bus and the parents find out that the school committee knew about the threat but did not alert the parents? I believe it will result in a multi-million-dollar negligence lawsuit against the city of Brockton. Mr. Vega and the school committee have still not responded. There are no words strong enough for me to say that this is the kind of dangerous, life-threatening corruption in our city government that has to stop before it costs an innocent kid or disabled senior their life. I hope your generation elects responsible city leaders who care about the physical safety of all Brocktonians. Good luck.